Today, I'll be dropping every location on the new Warzone map so that you guys don't have to. YouTube, what's going on? Above Average Cody here, coming at you with a fire new Warzone video. Today, we have the brand new map, Caldera, and I'm going to be dropping into every single location on this map, every single point of interest, to really give you guys my first impression of it. Maybe you guys can see where you want to start dropping. Maybe you can see where you should not start dropping. And we're going to drop every single one, and we'll form an opinion on which is better and which is not, guys. As we drop into our first match here, we're going to start at the top of the Warzone map and work our way down and try to go as in order as possible as we can. Guys, please go down below, hit that subscribe button. We've been doing a ton of Halo. The new Warzone map is here. Hopefully, we'll get back to Vanguard soon enough, so come be a part of the Above Average fam. Leave a like on this video and leave a comment, please. Let me know what your favorite location is on the brand new Warzone map. Alrighty, guys, just for pure reference here is the brand new Vanguard Caldera Warzone map. We've got Arsenal, Docks, Runway, Beachhead, Ruins, Village, Mine, Peak, Fields, Lagoon, Airfield, Power Plant, Capital, Resort, and Subpen, the legendary map in Vanguard, Subpens. So yeah, we're going to start at the top and do our best to work our way down through all of these points of interest. It's going to be quick, guys. I'm going to tell you just some brief stuff and my first impressions about each of these points, because this is my first time dropping in 90% of these anyways. So I'll let you guys know what I think as we drop each one. Okay, guys, starting off hot with an Arsenal drop right here in the top left of the brand new Warzone map. A lot going on here. Some buildings on the outside, a big, like, dome type dip over here on the left. Kind of reminds me a lot of down in the bottom right of the last Warzone map. We'll just fry him real quick here. And it is quads only available right now on launch, so this is going to be kind of hard. But yeah, this does remind me of the massive docks type dip that was in the last map. Can we grab this MP40? Oh my goodness, we're going to die grabbing it. But yeah, seems like a lot going on here. Very spread out. I could see this being a troublesome hot drop. Let's see if we can get over and look at the massive dips here in the ground without getting shot too much. And wow, I really would not want to see a final circle finish here. A lot of places to hide down there. I couldn't imagine too many people want to drop there, as there's a lot of stairs. A lot of buildings around the area as well, so it could be a good place to come get some loot, especially if the circle is not in the area. It's pretty cool, though. I mean, the colors in just every area on this map just look amazing. Okay, there's two huge dips here. Interesting. Is that a zip line? We have a zip line going all the way up to the top there. Again, this could be a very sticky place to have to drop. If you were in final circle. But yeah, that is Arsenal. I suppose it's supposed to be like a hidden weapons facility or something to use. A lot of buildings here, as mentioned, buildings in between the two U's. That huge like catwalk type thing with a building on top of it's interesting. Got a lot of little buildings outside surrounded by open space. So that's Arsenal, guys. Let's move on to Docks. And now, guys, here we go on the redeploy to Docks. We are going to go check out Docks up here in the top left. Again, a lot of big buildings, a lot of weird shaped buildings. It's kind of funny how on this map now they do more of the open space with the lovely palm trees and rocky areas into more clustered areas with a lot more buildings. This area alone has a lot of like Rebirth Island vibes to it, if to be completely honest with you. A lot of fighting going on down there already. This literally looks like a little town. I mean, it's just docks, so obviously we have the submarines over here. We have the large facility, and let's check out what is cooking down over here. Looks like they are currently in the process of building this facility. Kind of interesting, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of buildings up here in Docks. Looks very similar to Arsenal, obviously. Same area, same general area of the map. We got Zone coming in hot, so this will be a quick showing of this one. A lot of, like, facilities to store, like, vehicles in and stuff. Cranes, which obviously remind me of the last map. Some interesting areas here where you can go underneath, and you can kind of, like, get the drop on your enemies. And then again, some more beach area. Obviously, with Arsenal being near the beach, we're up near Docks. The dock is going to be near the water. and we may not survive this one. There is no vehicles currently in front of me. I see somebody running out in the open. It looks like he just got hit by a vehicle. But yeah, guys, that's about all there is for docks. We got a lot of open space ahead of us to run now because just the placement on the map. And boy, oh boy, are we far away. So that does it for docks. Here we go, guys. Next up is runway. Not much going on here. Couple airplanes, a lot of airplanes actually. A nice little runway to take off in them. And some simple little houses. So again, this may be a more quiet drop. Perhaps a drop where people come just to grab the airplanes, much like they did in Verdansk, where they just grabbed the helicopter, as you can see going on right here. Wow, that thing takes off fast once it gets going. Yeah, that's pretty much what this location is going to be, guys. It's going to be people coming here, grab one of these, possibly 3 planes, maybe more sometimes. It's literally a runway. The biggest building is going to be right over here, it would appear. So, not much going on in runway. That's all we got. Planes. Lots of airplanes. Okay, guys, on redeploy, we are dropping right above Beachhead, which is obviously a lovely beach scene. Very interesting. It almost looks like a war bunker type thing. Some buildings towards the inland, but I want to explore down over here. Again, the beach is very nice. I kind of like the whole beach scene. Obviously, Warzone Pacific, the Pacific Ocean. You ever heard of it? Grab some loot here on redeploy. Some more tunnel systems. I mean, we've talked enough about those throughout this video, I feel like. And that's it for Beachhead. I mean, there wasn't much to say about that one anyways. It's just the buildings and then the beachhead. It's the head of the beach. Next up, guys, we are going to do a 2-for-1. Not good circle, but a good line for it. We're going to hit ruins and village. Not a lot of buildings in ruins, but you have quite a few buildings in the village. I can only guess, like, some people decided to make a village right by some sacred ruins. I'm excited to see what ruins looks like because there's a lot of different things you can do there. So we'll probably think about going village, maybe get some loot first, and then go to ruins. But we're just here to get a quick look at it so I can show you guys overall what the locations look like and what to expect when you go to drop them. A lot of buy stations. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1 down here. We'll count that as 4. None in ruins. Obviously, those can change. Ruins, not much going on as to be expected. Village, we have quite a few smaller buildings. Looks like a lot of people want to hit that, so let's drop ruins and get a look at it. Village, going to be buildings. You got a nice little river in the middle of it. I'm not sure if that will kill you or not. Well, oh, it cycles all the way through. Ruins is very nice looking, actually. It looks like a lot of just weird rocky structures to kind of bob and weave as cover. I don't know if I'd want a hot drop here, that's for sure. It could be a good quiet place to maybe just get your footing and get some loot. But a couple huts set up, not much. Some elevation here in terms of a mountain. You can just walk right through the stream, guys. Do not worry about that. The rock climbing is going to be a little tough in this area, but it's overall not too bad. Let's try to make our way over to village, but if we die or whatever, it's mostly just a lot of smaller huts. We're going to try to get some elevation. We'll maybe parachute down to it if there's nobody trying to be sneaky up here. Oh, that's nice. Nice little farmland here. Those dudes running around, holding their own. A very small, underdeveloped village is what I would list this as. A lot of huts, a lot of, like, straw shacks. Probably a lot of bullet penetration to be had here, assuming wooden structures, thin walls, things like that. But, yeah, guys, that's village for you. Not too bad of an area, but interesting in terms of simple houses and things like that. And guys, we're not dropping right in from the airplane, but here is mines. Obviously, as with every point of interest, a lot of buildings. We got our man here down on the zip line we might try to go kill. Pretty cool area, I suppose, how it's kind of just down in the dip. Again, we came down from peak down to mines. The elevation changes on this map appear to be pretty significant so far from what I'm seeing. And we got 2 guys right here we're going to drop on. I'm pretty sure there's no skill-based matchmaking in this because those dudes were bots. Oh my goodness. I wonder if that's the fourth one down here. I'm literally just recording content. I'm not even trying to go off right now here. So yeah, guys, here's the rest of mines. Some nice blue buildings over there. Some nice yellow roof buildings over there. Easy to make call-outs on PMC. No idea what that stands for. But the mines goes pretty far down. You have these interesting shaft areas where, like, I assume they move the coal up and down if it were an actual mine. So you can use those to your advantage, either maneuvering through the map. These mine tunnels everywhere. You've got a lot of zip lines to maneuver the map. I mean, I guess the biggest thing with this point is maneuverability. This is like the epitome of how good maneuverability has become in Warzone. Just the different channels and ways to weasel around the map. And that dude was using none of them by just running out in the open. But yeah, guys, this is mine. Very nice. Very cool location. Could be spicy here, running with your whole squad. Not bad. Okay, guys, here we are at Peak, the very top of the mountain. This one is called Peak, almost dead center of the map. Again, kind of the central mountain overlooking just about everything. I actually dropped here once in one of my games to, like, test how the game ran and everything, and I really liked it. You kind of have an overlook of just about everything, it seems like, and it's just a very overall nice part of the map, I feel like, because, again, you can kind of go anywhere from here. You're at a very good vantage point to really just go wherever you want. It's the center of the map. We're like dead center circle right now, so if we were actually running this game with a full squad here, we would be able to go wherever we want, and it's kind of like this nice little long stretch of buildings with a big room and the two smaller rooms attached to it. Little buildings down center and little crater. It almost has like a volcano feel to it, as you can see right here with the very tippity top of the mountain. We got a buy station hiding in one of the tents there. Little sniper's nest here. Not too much cover, so if you're taking battles here, and you can actually go down inside here. Let's take the zip line and take a quick look. It looks like there might be someone down here, so it might be an extra quick look. I honestly didn't even know this area was here. Very cool. You can drop down inside of Peak to explore this kind of under area. I can only assume there's more people here because this looks like a very cool area. And we actually have mine shafts that can lead us out. So again, guys, wicked cool area of the map. This is probably my favorite so far because, again, there's just so many ways out. There's ways to go everywhere. So these little tunnels come out to a complete stop. And then again, now whoever's on top has the good vantage point on you, but you can pretty much play down to wherever you want. That cash supply drops can be dropping there. Again, see how easy it is to see everything. You have zip lines to come up, so you can easily maneuver your way up the mountain. And this dude's going to get away from me really quick. That's tough. So yeah, guys, just a cool area of the map. Peak, again, dead center of the map. It's kind of like a volcano vibe. The weird part is how hard it is to see the elevation difference on the map. It doesn't really look topographical like it is a mountain, but it is just basically a big mountain-type volcano feel. There you go. Fun little thing to see here. If you get those cash drops, you just get a nice little amount of starting loot is basically all it is. And now, guys, we'll be dropping into Lagoon. The out-of-bounds line here is kind of weird, so we're going to have to wait and kind of weave around. Likely because it's going to be a watery area. Very watery area. As you can see, the lagoon, the Goo Lagoon, a lot of water terrain, islands, trees, a few houses, a very big Pacific vibe. We got a nice little bridge if you have the vehicle over here. Oh, and a lovely lighthouse overlooking some islands. Let's head over to the lighthouse area, because other than that, a lot of trees, a lot of little island areas, and a lot of little water puddle type areas. Pretty cool, though. This building definitely interests me the most. Looks like it could be a good place to drop. That house is lovely. That's got to be the nicest house on the map. So, yeah, guys, this is Lagoon. Top secret. Interesting. Top secret contracts, I guess. A buy station all the way out at the peak of it. Obviously, probably won't always be there, but it is right now. A lot of smaller buildings. So if you drop here while it's hot, it could be pretty tough to, I guess, survive because there's very little cover. As you can see, traveling through the water. I'm sure it'll just be a run through the water mechanic. No swimming or anything like that. It looks decently deep, though. Yeah, it's a lagoon. I love it, though. It looks very good. This is probably the best looking, most aesthetically pleasing area of the map, if you ask me. And now, guys, we are heading for Airfield. Here on Airfield, it is obviously an airport. Now, it's less of an idea like airport was on Warzone, I guess. There's not just one major central building and then the airway strip and then the tower. Now we have the long airway strip, obviously perfect place for airplanes to spawn. There's one sitting right there. We do have a tower here, but we have a lot of smaller buildings. We have a major airplane storage here, along with some hangars. It's very similar to airport in Verdansk, but I like the change in buildings. A lot of smaller, like military type buildings over here. And then again, the hangars. And the one main airport control appears to be this building here, which is extremely close to the overseeing airport tower. And yeah, guys, pretty cool place. Cool place to snag some easy fighter planes. Cool place to play a larger building if you're into doing that with your squad. And now, guys, fresh off a redeploy, we will be heading to Fields if we can get there without getting absolutely leveled. Now, Fields, a lot of houses. You kind of expect more of like a farmland feel, but I feel like it doesn't have nearly as much open space as farmland did. A lot of smaller buildings, lots of roads, a main larger building there, which is probably the one we're going to go check out first. We'll see what it looks like over the top. Now, Fields, again, exploiting all of the very nice colorways on this new Warzone map. I very much like it a lot. Once again, there's only so much you can say about an area with a lot of different buildings. It looks like they have a lot of change up, though. They're not like the same structures of buildings. There we have more of like a farmhouse building. Here we have more like house type buildings. We have a farm facility there. We have like a hangar type deal. A lot of different types rather than doing the same copy and paste different houses over and over. And then this lovely, nice like home of a farmhouse, I can only assume is what this is supposed to be. A little ladder going up into a large overlook, a very nice vantage point if this becomes a hotter drop. This could be very useful, especially if you grab a sniper or something. You don't take damage dropping down that either. So yeah, this is more like a bigger house feel. This reminds me of some of the buildings in Rebirth with just all the different rooms, or perhaps the schoolhouse on the regular Verdansk map. So yeah, very expansive, very large, a lot of different buy stations. Could be very strategic late game, maybe trying to sneak around, sneak in some buys for your homies or things like that. Very cool terrain to traverse, easy to drive through with a vehicle. That's Fields for you guys. Next up, ladies and germs, we are dropping into Subpen, which obviously, for face value, is just one big building with the smaller buildings on the outside. But this one is actually, I believe, the same as the Vanguard map. So basically, if you played Vanguard Subpens, it's a giant submarine inside of a storage facility, and Subpen should be very similar to that. That's weird. You get a little out of bounds area there. And we dropped the front side here, no weapon. We got a little boat storage here. You can run along the outside of the dock. Now, the dock's going to be hard to play. You can jump down, but it would be a pain to get back up if you got stuck in gunfights. Lovely view of the ocean, however, if you're into that type of thing while playing your Warzone. It's Subpens. It's kind of like the Subpens map in Vanguard, but not as in-depth. You got a few boats here that you can walk onto and across. So it's basically just like a submarine storage facility where you can play inside across the boats if you'd like. You can obviously play on top of it. You can play the roof, which I don't see any really... Oh, there is quite easy access to the roof. Obviously, if you play the roof, you'll have easy look over of all the buildings on the outside of Subpens. However, the roof is quite reminiscent of Superstore, how it is very open. A little bit of elevation changes, probably so it's not too much like Superstore, but like obviously you remember these little ramps you can walk onto and stuff. Tons of guns up here, guys. The gun spawns are very substantial, that's for sure. And again, easy overlook at all the little buildings. That is Subpens down in the bottom right of the map. And now, guys, here we go to power plant. We have a bit of a long way to fly, and we're already kind of towards the ground, but we should be able to see enough of it getting there. Now, I can only imagine one big building, a lot of small buildings around it. You guys starting to see a trend here, aren't you? But I can only imagine they were probably powering with coal in this time because based on all the mines we've already seen, all the mine shafts, all the tunnels, it's going to be a coal power plant. There's really not going to be too much to see here. Yes, here we are. A lovely burning of our very valuable fossil fuels. Only makes sense to put it close to the capital. Obviously, the power plant is going to be powering mainly the most populated area of Caldera, which would probably be the capital. And here we are. We got one very big building, these very large generators. Not much going on in this room overall. Obviously, random drops of loot here. And then the smaller buildings, very simple, just rectangular prisms of buildings with doors. It's not very complicated. But it is just a power plant, guys. It really just isn't too much to see. Regular, like, garage door storage type things. More power type generator systems over there. And yeah, guys, very simple, not too crazy. Some cars here, probably people who came to work at the power plant. And that's it, guys, the power plant. Resort, guys, let's see what is cooking down at Resort. So far over the top, Resort looks like a very nice place to stay right here on the beach. Let's drop in one of these kind of front doors here. Got some palm trees, make it a little hard to see. Front of the resort looking very nice. We got a little nice pool here. We got some ground loot spawning out in the front. M1 Garand. We'll just move through this area. Hopefully we don't die too quick here. Nice little ballroom here. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of elevation going on this map, on this area of the map. Let's see if we can find some stairs here. Alright, this appears to be like the lobby area where we definitely have the change in elevation. Whoa, this thing kicks bad, dude. Drop it down, and we're dead. It looks like there's a first floor, a second floor, and then a roof area. I assume those were the metal doors we were hearing. But very nice scenery, very colorful. It could be a pretty good hot drop. If you're in it with some homies, it could be a very nice place to go, such that you can play the elevation to your advantage with your friends. All right, guys, you know we saved the best for last. We have Capital, which looks like this map's downtown, and the circle, the line. It's going to be a hot drop, so we'll play this one out for you. Again, not as big as downtown, and it's more on the outside of the map, but it might be because they wanted to make something more of not so much of a like point of interest by putting it on the outside, but they wanted something with a heavy cluster of buildings for the people who like to play close quarters or perhaps the roof campers. But yeah, it's looking like this is going to be a disaster. Not as crazy as downtown because obviously no skyscrapers, but it's cluttered. It definitely looks like a capital. We got a lovely fountain in the center. And much like a lot of the other buildings, it's just going to be a heavy cluster of everything. And I meant much like the other points of interest. It's going to be a heavy cluster of buildings. Plenty of places to hang out on roofs, in buildings, tight corners, craziness like that. Resupply boxes, just like used to be in police station. Not much loot in this building I chose. It looks very nice, though. This is a very nice place. Oh, you had me at that sign right there. Let's check it out. Nice little post office box. It's just like a little town, guys. It's basically being downtown, you know, but obviously not as developed and overpopulated as the actual downtown once was. Find a decent amount of loot. Shockingly, despite the line in the circle, I don't think anyone dropped here, so we'll just kind of run through and take a peek at everything. Lovely post office. Very nice. I like how detailed everything is, guys. It is very colorful. It doesn't feel copied and pasted. You know what I mean, guys? It feels like every building is very unique. Not too much looks exactly the same. And let's go check out the mega nice Capitol building before I send you guys off. Because, again, it seems like we're the only ones here. Quads is the only thing available right now, and I'm a solo dropping in. So I've been having a pretty tough time trying to check out all these points of interest for you guys. Oh, very nice. I like the look of this. Doors going straight out to the back. Wow. Into, like, a little, like, bunker type area. Up with a buy station. That's very cool. This is awesome, guys. I've said a lot of places maybe my favorite point, but this might actually be my favorite point. Dude, dropping on this building could be sick. A lot of doors, a lot of rooms, a lot of hallways. A free supply drop? Oh, you have to do a contract for it. Not a lot of rooms, actually. Mostly it's like navigating hallways and stairs, but it's still very interesting. Let's go check out that kind of like weird bunker climb up type thing over there. But yeah, guys, after we check this out, that will pretty much do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully it's helped you. Hopefully it showed... I don't know what all those metal sounds were. Hopefully it showed you enough of the points of interest so that you can kind of think about... I think this gun's just broken and keeps doing the reload sound. But again, hopefully it showed you guys enough that you can see off the rip. I want to get this out on release day so that you guys can think about what points of interest you want to go to and really which ones you think might be your favorite. So guys, please subscribe down below. I would really appreciate any help here on the channel. Leave a like on this video and leave a comment. Please let me know what your favorite point of interest is on the new map. But again, it's still very early. I'm sure our preferences on points will change. The hot drops will change. Where people are focusing their fights will change. And just, guys, it's new. Let it play out. But right now, I know I'll be grinding it. The movement feels very nice. Everything feels very good. It feels smooth. It looks good. It looks colorful. It's well made. It's not copied and pasted. I love it, guys. It's everything you can hope for in a new Warzone map. Once again, guys, subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.